We will be discussing if whey protein is safe for you. All you get is a lot more protein in it. That is what is required for the daily functioning of an individual. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Aditi Guha, your PCOS weight loss coach. This channel is all about permanent weight loss, hormonal balance and PCOS. And in today's video, we will be discussing if whey protein is safe for you. So if this is of interest, let's dive in. The other day, a client of mine told me that her relative threw away a whole bottle of whey protein because he was convinced that this is an evil product and nobody in the family should have this. And that got me wondering, how many people are skeptical of whey protein? Are you someone who wants to include whey protein but isn't sure if it's safe at all? Are you someone who is extremely negative towards whey protein? Or are you someone who is on the fence and doesn't know whether this is something you should be having on a regular basis? So if you have found yourself saying yes to these questions, then this video is for you. Point number one, what is whey? Well, as the name suggests, whey protein is actually derived from a product called whey, which is a byproduct of cheese making. So it is that watery part that is left once you make curd. So when people make homemade paneer or what we call chana in Hindi, the water that gets released, that is actually whey. It is present in milk, about 20%. Ricotta cheese has whey and so does yogurt. So in a way, even those of you who have never had whey protein have consumed whey if you have had any of these products. Now, I know you might be wondering, is whey protein safe to consume? So it is as safe as having Bournvita or Complan or Horlicks. Remember, while we were growing up, we were actually given all of these products and there was a lot of communication about how they are good for us. Well, this is as good as any of them with the added benefit of, yeah, you guessed it, protein. So here you can see the screenshot of the back of pack of Bournvita, for instance, and you will see here that it has 7 grams of protein, but it has a lot of carbs. While when you look at whey protein, what you see is that the carb and the fat content is very, very minimal. All you get is a lot more protein in it. So a little known fact is that even baby cereal products like Cerelac also contains whey. So now we come to point number 3. What are the benefits of whey protein? There is a lot of data which shows that consuming whey protein actually helps with reducing body fat percentage and building muscle. It has also shown data to help with insulin resistance, and it is also seen to be a good supplement for people who otherwise are deficient in protein or getting insufficient protein. So now the next question that I usually get is so much protein good for me? So for that, it's very important to understand that the FDA states that one must have a minimum of 1 gram of protein for their body weight. So for example, if someone is 70 kgs in body weight, they should at least have 70 grams of protein. That is what is required for the daily functioning of an individual. Whey protein becomes an excellent source of supplement for those who don't get enough protein. For example, if your diet is 100% vegetarian, you don't get access to enough of protein in general in your diet. The second is you have insulin resistance. Now by definition, and if you watch this particular video where I speak a little bit about it, you will see that people with insulin resistance need to actually have a little more protein in their diet. It is something that you should have if you are, for example, having high body fat percentage. And last but not the least, if you are someone who is exerting yourself physically, for example, at the gym lifting weights. Now I come to the favorite question of everyone. Will it damage my kidneys? This is a very common question, and the answer to this is protein consumption generally does not cause any kidney malfunction, at least if you're having the FDA requirement. Now, there are two situations in which excess protein may actually damage your kidney. Situation number one, you already have a damaged kidney. So if you have found that your kidney is already compromised, then for instance having protein or excess protein shake, even in the form of whey protein, can be not good for you. And situation number two, if you suddenly increase the quantity. Now this is usually very difficult because protein is very satiating, including protein shake. But the best thing is to understand that protein shakes, especially like whey protein, are supplements. They are not meal replacement. The idea is that you should get as much protein as possible from your diet. But even after that, when you fall short or you have other conditions which I mentioned in this particular point, then you end up having protein to supplement it. Now we come to the next point. Are there any side effects of consuming whey protein? So the most common side effect is actually having some sort of gastric reaction, like feeling gassiness, stomach cramps, bloated, etc. So if you are experiencing any of this, it is not caused by the excess protein, it is actually being triggered by lactose intolerance. So basically means that the lactose, that the whey that is made of, is actually triggering that. And that's where you can do two things. You can either have a whey isolate, which actually reduces the impact of lactose, and the second one is to switch to plant-based protein options like pea protein. So far in this video, you have learned what is whey, when should you have whey, how much protein do you need to have, are there any side effects of whey. And if you are interested more about understanding of what you should do for weight loss, you can check out this video, and we will see you next week with another video.